The desert slept under a velvet sky, the kind of Arizona night where the quiet feels engineered, like the world is holding its breath for something it knows is coming. In the middle of that silence sat a small residential neighborhood, the rows of houses resting in the dark like obedient soldiers. From above, everything looked still, serene, untouched. But serenity is always the first lie. One particular house near the cul-de-sac had its lights off, windows dark, lawn motionless. The place projected the emptiness of a family vacation home, or a den someone had fled in a hurry. From the tree line beyond the backyard, shapes began to peel out of the darkness. Dozens of them, armed, armored, disciplined. Military police moved in an organized flow, boots whispering against the dirt, their weapons angled toward the house as though the shadows themselves needed threatening. The commanding officer lifted a fist, sharp and silent. The squad froze. He scanned the house with a predator's focus, waiting for authorization or a sign, or some hint that whatever they were hunting hadn't already slipped through their fingers. A moment later, the order came. The house did not resist. It surrendered quietly, room by room, letting armed men tear it apart in search of ghosts. Doors crashed open, lights flashed across overturned chairs and scattered documents. What they found was absence, fresh absence. A hurried flight, half-packed belongings, signs of life cut mid-motion. By the time the squad spilled back outside, the house felt more like a shed that grief had blown through. A military van idled at the curb. The commanding officer marched toward it, dust swirling around his boots. His face was red with frustration, not the loud kind, but the kind that calcifies in the jaw. Sergeant Whitman waited inside the passenger seat, the window down, face half lit by the dashboard glow. "The house is completely empty," the commander reported. "There's signs of a quick escape. They can't be too far ahead of us." Whitman stepped out of the vehicle with a calm that felt borrowed from a world without consequences. He brushed past the officer, eyes already scanning the darkness beyond the neighborhood. "Spread out," he said. "Search the whole city until the target is found. No witnesses." He walked to the back of the van and opened the rear door. Moonlight spilled inside, faint and cold, revealing a man slumped on the floor. His wrists were cuffed behind him, his clothes stiff with dried blood. Most of the bruises had blossomed over hours. The fear in his eyes was much fresher. Whitman climbed inside the van, looming over him. "So this is how you waste my time?" he asked, voice soft as a whetstone. "After that whole little talk we had about mutual trust, cooperating, helping us set things right, last chance to clear your conscience. Who else is involved? Give me a name. We'll handle the rest." "I told you everything. You said I'd be free to go if I brought you here." Whitman sighed like someone hearing a mildly disappointing menu item. "True," he said, drawing his pistol. "I did say that, and you did bring us here. But—" He pressed the barrel to the prisoner's forehead. Sweat slid down the man's temple. "There is no one here," Whitman finished. "As far as I'm concerned, you're a liar. A liar who has started something that now can't be stopped." Then the gun fired. The van walls caught the red spray. The prisoner's body fell sideways, twitching once, then not again. A few minutes later, the rear doors were slammed shut. The commanding officer swallowed. "But sir, the time frame. We're almost at the threshold. We really shouldn't be out here much longer." Whitman's answer was almost gentle. "Almost. Then you better move quickly. The faster you find them, the longer you'll have to live." The van rolled away from the curb, its headlights sweeping over the corpse, now cooling on the pavement behind it, discarded, forgotten, and destined to be erased like every other witness unlucky enough to cross Sergeant Whitman's path. The night, patient as ever, swallowed the scene whole.